Okay. Oh, so good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our session, that is the English lecture from 5th standard. Today, we are going to learn a very interesting and a very short chapter. Through this, you can understand what are the adjectives degree. Okay. What are the adjectives of degree? Now, in that, you can see on the screen, there are three names written over there. That is positive, comparative, and superlative. These three are the types of adjectives or the types of degrees. Okay. Now, what is a degree is when we talk in a when we are use the sentence to compare something or to give the positive sentences. They are called the degrees. Okay. So let us learn about the first. That is, what is an adjective? So what is an adjective? As I have taught you in earlier also, we have a nouns, person, place, things, and idea, animals, okay, whatever. So to that noun, when we use some word to describe that noun, okay, we use some words to describe that nouns is called an adjectives. For example, here when we talked about the person is called Sachin Tendulkar. When we talked about him, his qualities can be good, he can be best in his cricket, he can be clever. So what are all these? These all are the characteristics or the adjectives of that person. When we talked about the place, at that time we can just, whenever we go for the hill stations or the place where we can go for the tour, what do we say? Wow, what a beautiful place. So what are the quality or the adjective of that place? Is a beautiful, it can be old, it can be white, green. Okay, these all are the qualities. That means the adjectives describing, we keep describing that thing. Okay, so these are the examples are given over here. In this picture you can see this is a picture of Taj Mahal. What do we say? The Taj Mahal is a very beautiful monument. The Taj Mahal is a very old monument, or it can be a white. Taj Mahal is white in color. So when we talked about Taj Mahal, at that time we keep describing that place. So that is the adjective of place. What is the adjectives of things? That is the when we describe the things. For example, given over here, we have a ball. Yes. So what we use, or what are the words we use to describe this noun? We use colorful, we use six, we use big. So what do we do? We just keep describing. The ball is this is a colorful ball. This the colors are, six colors are there in that ball. So when we are keep describing that thing, that's an adjective of that noun. Lastly, when we talked about, as I have explained you in the last lecture also, when I was talking teaching the adjective, yes, that time I have explained you about the this idea. Yes, so when we talked about the idea, at that time, to describe our idea or whatever our thinking process, okay, in that what do we use? I have a great idea. I have scary. I'm scary. What a funny person you are. So all these are the ideas. I have a funny idea. So these all are the adjectives to just explain or to describe that noun. These all are the adjectives. If those who are absent when I was teaching the adjectives, if you are not understood, I have explained you for two. Okay, so I hope you may have come to know what is an adjective. It's a very simple chapter where you can just keep describing the person, place, things, or ideas. Okay, let us see. Through the examples, I would like to give you that Ram is a tall person. This is a small ball. What I'm doing, I'm going to just describe the person. I'm going to describe that ball. Yes, the size, the quantity, whatever. So when I was talking about that, that's an adjective. But when we learned about the adjectives of degree, how can we classify that into three? That is positive, comparative, and superlative. How can we do it? We can just do it with the help of our understanding with this. When we talked about the degree of positive, okay, the degrees of adjectives, in that when we talked about the degrees of positive, the positive degree, at that time we are not going to just do anything, but you are going to use to describe. We just keep on describing the boy, this is a tall boy. I just described that boy's height is tall. I haven't compared with the other, I haven't compared with the sister or brother. I just gave the describing words, that is tall. Okay. Now, comparative. The comparative word itself tells us about the comparison. We do compare now. We compare some two things with each other. So, the degree of comparative means used to compare two things. We use to compare two things. Remember, in a positive, we do not compare. We just describe that. We as easily, we give a sentence describing the noun. But in comparative, we give one more example or one more options to compare. Okay, two things to be compared. But in the third, we do have a comparison, that is our superlative degree. In that superlative degree, we used it when we need to compare things. Okay, in this we are also comparing the things, but not within the two. Only two things we are not comparing, but one versus so many. Okay, I'm going to compare one thing with the lots of things, not with the one. Okay, that is called a superlative degree. On the highest point, I keep on describing. That is called the superlative degree. Okay, I'll just first again repeat for all of you. What is a positive degree? Positive degree is only to describe the noun. Okay, it is used only to describe the noun. We are not going to compare that. We are not going to give examples to compare. But when we talked about the comparative degree, that time we compare the two things. What do? We compare the two things to describe that. Okay, we give more information with the help of comparison. Now, amongst all these two degrees, we have a superlative degree. In this, what we do? We just compare the things with all, not with the one, but the all things we compared all together. Okay. So let us learn through the examples. As I have told you, Ram is a tall boy. What I am talking? I am talking about the Ram. Can you I will tell you who is the Ram? Yes, the tall one. Tall one is the Ram. In this, did I give any kind of comparison? No, not at all. It's just a simple sentence giving information about the Ram. Ram is a tall boy. Simple example. But in a comparative degree, what do I have done? I have compared the Ram with this. Yes, I compared the Ram with the other boy, that is Sham. Okay, Sham is taller than Ram. Sorry. He is Ram and he is Sham. He is more taller than Ram. So we have compared the things. What do? We compared the thing, the one person with the another. First I was talking about the Ram. He was a tall boy. But when I have compared with the Sham found taller. Okay. So only to that tall word I have added ER. Tall, taller. Okay. But when I am talking about all these two, I have compared. But when I have talked about Divyesh is the tallest among all, what do I have seen? I have not compared with the two, but I have compared with the whole class. In the 5th standard, Divyash is the tallest among all. All the students are less heighted than Divyash. So this is the comparison we have done all together among all. Okay, so tall is the positive degree, taller is the comparative degree, and tallest is the superlative degree. Okay, these three degrees follow each other. Okay, let us learn some more examples. Now, when we do the adjectives or when we do with the degrees, that time I have given you the example tall, taller, tallest. Simply, when we add er to that positive degree, the positive word, it becomes comparative. When we add est, it becomes superlative. So what will be the examples are in the positive degree when we talked about bright, in comparative it changes to the er, added er and the brighter. In a superlative we have added est. You can see over here. Only the bright word is there. I have added er. Okay, by adding er, what do I find? Brighter. Now, in the superlative degree, the brightest. What do I have added? I have added est. Okay, these are the example. Let's read the other three. That is cold, colder, coldest. Strong, stronger, strongest. The simple sequence we follow by adding er to the comparative and est to the superlative degree. Okay, let us see some more examples. Okay, there are 3 degrees. In that we have a simple describing word bright, cold, strong. But in comparative, what do we have? We have added er. But what are they? The brighter, colder and the stronger. But when we move towards the superlative degree, that time we have added est. That is brightest, coolest and the strongest. Okay, let us see some more examples about positive, comparative and superlative. We can add r, we can add st. Why do we add r and st only? Because already we have e over here. You can see some of the spellings, they already contained e at the end of the word. So that what we are going to do, we are not going to add er, but only the r. What we are going to add? We are just going to add er. Okay. It is not very hard. When we have the simple words which ends with the other, we add er. But if the word ends with the e, we just add an r. If the word ends with the e, we add st in that superlative. Okay, because what we are adding? est. So in the positive, when we have fine which ends with the e, we have added r in this. Can you find this? We have added r to comparative and we have added st to the word because already it ends with the e. Finest, fine, finer, finest. Wise, wiser, wisest. White, whiter, whitest. Okay, these are the examples where we can add r as well as the st in accordingly to the comparative and a superlative degree. Okay. Now there are some irregular adjectives. What? We do have some irregular adjectives. Irregular in the sense we do not add er, we do not add est, we do not add r or st to that word. Directly they follows the sequence where do you have to by heart. As I have told you, exceptional words. In the singular, plural also I have taught you the exceptional in that English. That's why English is a very hard subject. You just have to by heart some irregular things. What are the irregular adjectives in the positive, comparative and superlative? It can be, the examples can be good, better, best. They do not follow the sequence. You can see over here. They do not follow the sequence. So they are called the irregular adjectives. You just have to by heart. If you found the good word, you cannot add er, gooder. No, the word is wrong itself with the gooder. What can be the comparative degree? It can be the better. When you turned to the superlative, it cannot be the goodest. It can be best. You have to give your best. That's a best in a superlative degree. Okay. So some other examples are bad, worse and worst. What is that? We haven't added R, we haven't added ST to the word. You can see this word ends with the E, but I haven't added R, worser. I have no, we just made it bad in a positive. Okay. For example, Ram is a bad boy. When I came to the comparative degree, I am compared with the other boy. Ram is worse than Sham. Okay. Now, when I talk with the superlative degree, at that time, what do I say? Ram is the worst student amongst all the class. So I have used all these three irregular adjectives to describe the Ram. Yes or no? So the example can be little, less or least. These are the examples of positive, comparative and superlative degrees. Okay, these all are the irregular adjectives. I hope you are understanding what I am saying. It's not a very difficult, it's very simple and very easy to understand. Just have to follow the sequence, that is ER, EST, R and ST. And you just have to by heart some of the irregular adjectives to use it in your sentence. It's simple as that. Now let us learn more about this. Is in that, when you have the sentence about content describing about many or much, in the comparative it can be more, it can be most in the superlative degree. Okay, let us see the example using this. Okay, in a positive we use many or much, in comparative we use more, and in superlative we use most. Now what words can be used in that? Let us see. This can be, when I've talked about beautiful, I will not say beautifuler. I'm not going to add er over here in the comparative. Not I'm going to add in this. But what I'm going to add to the beautiful in a comparative degree, I'm going to add more. Which word I'm going to add? I'm going to add more. Beautiful. Seema is a beautiful girl. Yes, in a positively, what do I have said? I said Seema is a beautiful girl. But after 5 minutes, a more beautiful girl entered in the class. What I said, I have compared that Rita is more beautiful than Seema. So what did I have? I first introduced with the Seema, she was beautiful. But when the other girl entered in that class, she is more beautiful. But when I saw a girl who is the most beautiful girl in the class or in that hall, what do I say? I have used the superlative degree. Okay. For example, Shruti is a most beautiful girl amongst all the girls in the class. So this is the positive comparative as well as the superlative degree in the adjective. Let us see some more example which I have mentioned over here. These are important, more important, most important, helpful, more helpful, most helpful. useful, more useful, most useful. Okay, these all are the degrees which we have to follow in our sentences. Some more are there, that is intelligent, more intelligent, most intelligent. Necessary, more necessary, most necessary. Difficult, more difficult, most difficult. Profound, more profound, most profound. Diligent, more diligent, most diligent. Okay, these all are the examples. Now I'll show you the examples of positive, comparative and superlative for the time period. You just have to be ready with the examples. Okay, you just have to be ready with the examples given for me. I'll just show you the degrees. You have to give me one example of positive, that is cold, one example of comparative, and one example of superlative regarding the word cold. Okay, you have to use these three in your to give me the examples. Okay, you can take cold also, colder and coldest. I want one example related to this. In the after that, you can, I just have one more example by using the word fine. Okay, fine in a positive degree, finer in the comparative, and finest in the superlative degree. Just be ready with the examples. After that, from irregular adjectives, you can choose any one. You can choose any irregular adjective and can give me the example. I'm not going to specify with that. Okay, you are going to use any irregular adjectives to give me the example. In this, you can use anyone with this. I will not give you the words. There are so many words. You can choose any word and give me the example. A perfect sentence using. Okay. For example, if I have taken the word helpful, what I will say, the first sentence, what I will give you, my mother is very helpful. Okay, my mother is very helpful woman. But when I've talked about the comparative, I will write comparative dash, my grandmother is more helpful than my mother. But and in the superlative degree, what example I will give? I'll give that my grandmother is most helpful woman amongst our family, amongst our all family. So like this, you are going to give me the example at the end of the lecture. Okay. So I hope all of you have understood the topic. It was very easy. You don't have so many rules. Only few rules are there. 3 to 4 rules are there. Just do it and you can deal with these adjectives.